Everybody, you have just messed up now because you've tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing today is Mr. James Young, comedian extraordinaire, and the host of The Lowdown on Afro TV. That's right, channel 1623 on Xfinity Comcast. If you don't got Xfinity Comcast, don't worry. If you got a Roku device or TV, just download the Afro TV app, and there we will be. I'm joined in virtual studio today with some good friends of mine. First, we'll start with the man that you've heard, that you love, from the With a Side of Pod. I can never get this right. With a Side of Chaos podcast. And I got to stop smoking weed. All right. Mr. Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky's in the building. Patricio, how you doing, man?
I am doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave Chris Pratt alone. Let him be Mario. Oh, my God.
Nah, bro. Nah, you can't be coming up and being Mario all skinny and in shape. Nah, we don't want to see that. Nah, we need to see some overweight Italian dude saying racial things. That's how you know.
Yo, people are flipped out about it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Bro, we like to argue about anything. We'll come back to that because that is a very that's something I saw that I was like, y'all need to stop. We also joined in studio by comedy royalty. You know him, you love him, the godfather of Orlando comedy. Y'all give it up. Mr. Ken Miller's in the house today. Ken Miller, how you feel?
Bruh, they call me Big Ellie.
Oh,
This dude said that. This dude said they called no Ellie. Ain't nobody ever called you Big Ellie, bro.
not even once by mistake.
Not even once, bro. Now I'm good, man. I found a new video app. So all this week, all I've been doing is editing all of our shows so I can get them up on YouTube.
What you up on that?
I got a new laptop. Chris Alexander, son called Da Vinci. And Chris Alexander came over, taught me how to, I'm old. I need simple. I needed to be simple, bam, bam. Like all the other ones, you had to move and cut and adjust sound. I said, I just need something I could cut, clip, and Chris came over and taught me how to do it. So hopefully by next week, I have all of the shows up on YouTube for September and in October. Yeah, so that's how I've been. That's pretty much what I've been doing this week. Since I'm home now, and comedy. My office hours are Thursday through Sunday, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m.
There you go, man.
So during the week, man, I've been working and editing the radios, trying to get clips up, get us some followers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Dude, the clips came out great. I got to say that I saw because you tagged me in a couple of them. I'm like, very, very nicely done. Easy to share, and it gives the listeners, like the ones who it gives a chance for people to follow and get a preview of what we all do.
Yeah, it's just it's a snippet, just a small snippet of the show. Check the show out, and if you want to watch or listen to the show in its entirety, the link is there. All you gotta do is click on the link, and at 9 o'clock at night, you listen to the whole show.
There you go.
That last snippet got me in trouble, Mr. Miller.
See, you learning the power of radio, Patricio. See, you forgot. See, what happens is people get comfortable. We talking, it's like we just hanging out. It's just us, but it's not. It's 40,000 other people listening to as we talk, man. And you just figuring out that people will listen and they will talk, won't they? So tell us your experience, Patricio, with the radio, sir.
So we were talking about the hurricane last week, and a comment came from somebody that was interpreted by someone very near and dear to me, and they came all up on me like, "What you mean you was gonna do this? What you mean you gonna do that?" I'm like, "Honey, it's a radio show. It's it's comedy. We ain't trying to we ain't trying to hurt nobody."
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. That's right. That's what I try to tell my wife.
You get your life saved.
Yeah.
Well, what's bad about that? She saved your life.
I'm not putting it on blast. I'm not putting it on blast. But you had made a comment like you was gonna leave that girl 2 days after.
That's because I took a clip. They didn't listen to the show in its entirety. We talked about the 2-day hurricane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they got to listen to the show in its entirety to understand where the joke came from.
Patricia, you got to start telling your girl, hey, the views and opinions of Ken Miller does not reflect how I feel about you, girl.
Amen.
Well, I wanted to bring up something that was really cool, man. I want to shout out all the people that came out to last Saturday's show when we did it for the Hurricane. And I want to shout out all the comics that I got to see perform at Florida's Funniest Competition at the Improv. Shout out to Krista who runs that. Man, I got to see some people I hadn't seen in a while. And I'm going to say this, Ken, that's one of the best ones I've ever witnessed there, man.
Yeah, it was a really good show, man. And time wise, I mean, we started it at it's supposed to start at 7:30. We started at 7:45, and we were still done at 9:00.
Yeah,
you know what I
can't
mean?
believe.
Like they were cycling through. Every comedian did their time. We had one that went over. You know, it happens. But other than that, yeah, man, it was, you know, from top to bottom a good show. Some killers, some good comics, some bombs. You know, that's the nature of stand up. But it was good, man.
Yeah. I almost said no, but then I thought, okay, yeah.
Now I know it was some bombs because your wife was about to light some people. So I already know. I already know it was some bombs. When I had walked off because I wasn't judging. I was kind of the tiebreaker. So if, you know, she told me to pick my top 3, I had a top 7.
Amen. And no, it was that good.
It was that close. Like anybody, the top 3 were good. But if anybody outside of that top 3, that I had 3 or 4 other comics that could have jumped in that top 3, and I would have been like, okay, I understand that. That's fair. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I walked away to go get something. And I came back and my wife and your wife had the flashlight. I said, what y'all doing? Did I miss something? They was like, nah, we was about to light this person. They tell.
And if you know my wife, you know that my wife would light somebody because I've told this story many times before. My wife lit me at a competition show for real, Patricio. Not even joking.
Oh, damn.
Took it away from the host and said, it lit me. Like, no, you embarrassing me. Come off the stage, bro.
Oh, speaking about embarrassing, Saturday's show over at the Improv was honestly, we had a great time. My girlfriend and we went out there. And I had we got there early. I personally got there super early because I wanted to be in the front. I wanted to just experience all the funny. And when I got up to the server, I asked him, "Okay, can you guys put me up front?" Luckily, David Jolly had made it happen. We were like, you saw where I was at. I was
you're right there.
I was right there, and
you were in the splash zone, sir. You know, you were right there.
And my girlfriend was she got nervous. She's like, oh my God, they're going to make fun of me. I'm like, honey, they are not going to make fun of you. They are going to make fun of me. They're going to throw every jab at me. So like, you got nothing to worry about. You're the pretty one. I'm the one that has the target on the face. And sure enough, every single one of you MFers came at me. And this one calling me a murderer for some odd reason.
Wow. Ken set it off. Ken hosted and he set the whole thing off.
Yo. So with that, now that was on Saturday. That was when it was Miguel.
Yeah, that's right.
And so with that, what I normally do is when I do the joke, the joke about the murderer, I always find somebody in the audience that looks suspect. That looked like they could really be a murderer. I look and up front, I was like, well, there's nobody up here. It's usually a white guy that looks like they will kill their whole family. You know, that type. That's usually who I pick out. But Patricio is right there. I said, well, I just picked Patricio because I want to say people had already been messing with you all night. So I said, well, what the hell? I'm gonna just go ahead and go with Patricio. So that's the main reason I picked you.
Oh yeah. No.
But my favorite part is stay right up front. Those 4 people up front, one of them is my old coworker.
Oh wow.
And he was like, man, tell James, bro, he a fool because when you pulled your pants down, his wife's like super religious, and you pulled your pants down and shook in front of them,
bro. I found God on the stage at the Improv.
Yeah, bro, they had a ball, but he says, man, tell James, bro, my wife went crazy over that.
That's funny, man. And what's funny, I didn't notice, Ken. Patricio never seen that.
Oh,
so it was a shock. That's why I say you was in a splash zone, because I do a joke about dating big girls, and my big girl wanted to be a stripper, and I talk about what she had on. Then I stripped down to that outfit that I described. Patricio said he had no idea that I did that. until now. He said we would have.
No,
he said we would have been hanging out if we would.
No, and I was explaining to Ani, like, because she was like, "Was he really a stripper back in the day?" I'm like, "No, there was no way James was getting up on the stage."
Hey, that's the funny thing about comedy is that the audience doesn't understand sometimes that it's comedy.
Yes,
yeah.
Like for instance, like Florida's Funniest. So usually, if I'm hosting, I make fun of the comedian when they get off stage. Not like a bad way, you know. I'll say something like about their outfit, something about their set. They bomb, they getting it. That's always how I've been hosting. So for Florida's Funniest, I couldn't do that because I had to keep bringing them. Mm-hmm. But at the end, though,
bang bang,
I went up there and I went in, and when I was making fun of that dude in the wheelchair. And the audience was like, "Oh,
I forgot
Even
about
now,
that.
You just say that. I'm just like, I feel bad for the guy in the wheelchair.
James, and I said, don't be mad at me. Be mad at his mama for not taking them prenatal vitamins.
Oh, got him.
So I made fun of Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
I made fun of Carlos. Carlos was there. I made fun of Carlos. I made fun of everybody. We outside. Devin Sebo walks up to me and says, "Hey, man. That prenatal vitamin, bro, that took me out, bro." That took me out. But the dude in the wheelchair, shout out to Wes Johnson. He was like, man, it was funny. Like but the audience doesn't understand our dynamic of how we get down with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They think we're being mean, but that's just not us. That's just how we show love.
Yeah, if we make fun of you at a show and you're a fellow comic, we like you.
Yeah. And if I don't talk to you or anything like that, either I don't like you or I don't know you like that.
I don't know you.
But if I make fun of you, kid, you're cool. I mean, when we did the Real Laugh show, God. And we had shout out to Morgan Gallo. Morgan has never seen the three of us, me, you, and Miguel, in our natural environment before, and we were on one. We were on one when we told the new guy working at the Improv. I said, you know what that means. You either get jumped in or sexed in. Which one you want?
And I was back there rubbing my hands together, going, "Please say sex."
Bro, his face was like, And the funny thing is, one of the managers, Miles, comes out the back. He says, "Yeah, I got sexed in, so choose wisely."
But now, shout out to
Miles has been around us for so long.
Yeah,
he understands the dynamic of comedy. And a couple of days later, I saw the kid. He was at Florida's Funniest, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He was laughing. I said, "We comics, man. Just get used to this. Is how we're going to treat you from here on out. It's going to be fun. We're going to make fun of you, and before you know it, man, we'll be friends. We'll be cool." I said, I know you knew, and you trying to impress Krista. But just understand, we don't care, bro.
We don't care. You know what's funny about Krista, man? I think our wives treat the Improv like daycare. They will drop us off to Krista going, "He's your problem."
Yeah.
We be waving our wives bye.
Yeah. But shout out to Morgan Gallo. She killed it that night hosting. It was she was amazing.
Solid show. That was a fun show. That was a fun, solid show from beginning to end, man. That was a great show.
I think we've adopted Morgan Gallo and Jay Clark.
Yeah.
They're our cheerings now. We got them.
Jay Clark just never left. Jay Clark just never left.
Yeah, we got a bunch of cheerings, bro.
We do.
Got a bunch of cheerings
too, man. But shout out to everybody who won the contest, man. Great show. I love the fact that we get to see these funny guys up and coming and they're doing their thing. So, folks, don't go anywhere. When we get back, I want to bring up something that Kanye said, because we almost had the old Kanye back. Then they pulled them back in. That's right. Now, y'all don't go anywhere. Y'all stick around right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. That's right. You're still tuned in to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm James John. I'm in the big seat today, hosting, joined in studio with Patricio, aka Rocky. Y'all know my dude from the podcast With a Side of Chaos and the Aaron Morse Law Firm. Can't forget about that. He's out there snatching kids, so y'all don't have to.
That comment got brought up by a client who actually listens to the show, and they're like, Patricio's being called the kid snatcher. And Aaron was just like, "Oh, geez." I gotta take them off.
The client was like, "That's why I'm here. I want one." Also joined in the studio today with the Godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller, in the house today, guys. We're having a good time, of course. Wanted to bring something up to you guys in case you're not up on current events. And in case you guys just didn't know this, but it's a new fact that's been established by my man, Mr. Kanye West. White lives also matter, y'all. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you believed it, but y'all need to, because if Kanye says it, it must be true. Bro, can I just say something, man? I love Kanye as a musical genius because that's what he is. That man can make brilliant music. But do y'all think Kanye should apply for a license to talk in public, though? Like, if he's not making music.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Yeah.
Real talk. If the average person was saying and doing the stuff Kanye did, they will be banned from social media.
Absolutely.
The stuff that Kanye does, like threatening people's families, threatening the ex-boyfriend, taking her their text messages and putting them out on the internet. The stuff that Kanye does, he should be banned from social media.
You're right about that. That's real. You absolutely right. I never thought about it, but you're right.
But I mean, maybe because he'll be on social media, then he'll delete it, and then he'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's it. But I thought about this the other day, man, when I saw the White Lives Matter the shirt. And then I thought about all the other crazy stuff that Kanye has done on social media. And I'm telling you, if that was anybody else, that he would be banned from social media.
You're right about that. You're right about that, because Trump got banned for, inciting violence, quote unquote. But Kanye just... Yeah, he actually did, like you said, violence. He's talked about it with, Pete Davidson. He said some other crazy stuff too. My thing is this him just being, I want attention, like I'll do anything for it? Or do you think Kanye really needs some kind of help? Or is it a mixture of both?
I want to go with it's the shock value, because he had an interview with Tucker Carlson a few days ago. I think it was yesterday.
Fox News.
Yeah, from Fox News. And he basically said that he thought the White Lives Matter shirt was funny. And that's it. It was literally like he wore it just like, oh, this is, a black man wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt is funny. So I don't feel, and this is like, I might get a little heat from this one. I don't feel that like Kanye is going through like a mental breakdown or midlife crisis. Like, honestly, I feel like he strategically does these actions to stay on top of the media, to stay in people's, how do you call it?
On radar. Radar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Staying on people's radar. Because look at this. Right now, we're talking about Kanye on the radio because of something he did. And go back, a month and a half, 2 months. He does something almost every month just to get the shock value and to stay relevant in the public eye.
How far is too far, though, if you're looking for attention? I wanted to bring this up because I see it all the time. People, like Lizzo will do certain things where she's not really wearing a skirt out to a public NBA game. And that's fine. But my question is, for celebrities, how far is too far? Like, how much is your soul worth?
You're saying is too far.
Yeah.
I mean, because, excuse me, when you got money, Kanye is a billionaire.
Yeah, yes.
And when you got money like that, like nothing excites you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much Lizzo's worth. I adore Lizzo.
So do I.
But if you walk into the Magic game and sit courtside and your ass cheeks was out,
they would
destroy you, bro.
Yes, they would. Yeah,
destroy you, bro.
Yeah.
If I got on stage at the Orlando Improv and I had on a White Lives Matter shirt, they would destroy me.
Yes, they would.
I don't know if because they're celebrities and celebrities feel like they're untouchable. They can do whatever they want to do because I'm a celebrity. The average person can't get away with the stuff that people with money do.
No, you can't.
And then people revere them. So of course it's like, oh my God, it's people out there who don't think Kanye did anything wrong.
Understood.
It's people out there, and once again, I adore Lizzo. It's people out there that don't feel like Lizzo did anything wrong, and I'm one of them people. But
gotcha.
I love Lizzo.
I like Lizzo.
Like the flute, when she played the flute that was like 200 years old.
Why is that a bad thing?
But she was twerking and she had on like a sexy outfit, and people were like, but that's with John Adams or whoever flute. That's the president's flute or whatever.
Our forefathers did what they did so Lizzo would have the right to twerk and play a flute at the same time. She is just exercising her right as an American, people. Cue the music.
I want to go off maybe it's a celebrity, bro. Maybe it's just they're celebrities and celebrities can get away with stuff because most celebrities got you gotta have somebody in your corner to be like, yo, yay, dog, you gonna really wear that? They don't. This gonna kill on IG,
bro.
You gotta have somebody in your corner be like, hey man, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere,
everybody need a big mama.
But I want to go off what you just said right there, Ken, in regards to there are certain celebrities that can and cannot get away with this. So like if Hannibal Buress were to wear that shirt, would we have the same reaction or would we just crucify him immediately?
Especially if Hannibal Buress wore that shirt, because he's known as one of those guys that speaks out about racial injustice. So if he had one on,
I think if any black comic wore that shirt,
I
think if a white comic, I think if anybody wears that shirt because of the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and the whole All Lives Matter, White Lives, I think if anybody wears that shirt, they're going to get killed. But Kanye is going to get killed the most because it's Kanye. And he always does BS like this.
He does. What about Andre Young?
What do you mean?
Do you think he because his brand of comedy always pushing the envelope? Do you think he would be able to get away with it, or would still be?
I don't think anybody in this country
get away with that shirt.
You're not gonna get
at all.
Yeah.
Not with what's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement, and because when Black Lives Matter movement started, then people were like All Lives Matter, and then it was a back and forth. So I don't think anybody could get away with that shirt. But like you said, man, every couple months Kanye is like, what can I do?
What can I say? What can I do?
What can I say?
Now, what does Kanye have to do for the black community to finally say enough? And we really stop supporting him? Because here's what I've learned. Cancel culture is a real thing, but so is people's memory loss, short-term memory. People can do things and come back in a year, even less than nowadays. Think about it.
I'm surprised he wasn't let go after, sitting down with Trump, the whole supporting Trump during his presidency. Like for me, that one hurt because I'm a huge Kanye fan, and I know we're not getting political or anything, but that one right there rubbed me the worst possible way right there.
And people still supported him. That's just my point, though. I think in this day and age, man, we'll get upset with people, but we forgive. We forget. People already forgave Will Smith. You know what I mean? There's some of us who are like, man, I ain't messing with that dude anymore. I'll forever remember that. But a lot of people are like, oh, that new Emancipation movie. Oh. That's it.
And that Will Smith, Chris Rock, Hollywood problems. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between Will Smith but that's another thing about if like most men, that's their beef.
Yes.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
True
like
that.
I ain't never met Will Smith. I ain't never met Chris Rock. Will Smith, one of my favorite actors. Chris Rock, is my favorite comedian of all time.
Yeah.
That's still their beef. I don't got nothing to do. I'm not gonna stop.
He never hurt
with
you.
it. I ain't gonna stop get jiggy with it because of Chris Rock and Will Smith. I'm still getting there like that.
But it's both bearing it there.
Now, the way you say that, I mean, that's kind of like how people deal in our lives. Like maybe you have two friends that don't get along, but they're still your friends. Of course, one is going to say to the other, like, "Oh, how come you still hanging out with him? You didn't see what he did to me. He never hurt me. He never brought any of that animosity or any anger of that towards me."
Yeah, and I've told comedians that there's a club booker I don't mess with, but some cats that roll with me want to mess with them, and they're like, "Well, if you tell me not to," I'm like, "No. I would never tell you not to take work from somebody because I don't mess with them. That's my beef.
Yeah, it's my beef, that's not yours.
My beef. That has zero to do with you guys. You know what I mean? It was a comedian a couple years ago that went on Facebook Live and said all kind of crazy stuff about me and my wife and my family.
Yeah.
And other comedians were still friends with him. And they was like, "Yo, you cool with that?" I said, once again, that's my beef. That beef has nothing to do with you. I'm talking about grown man stuff.
Yeah.
And I can only speak for me as a man. So if you're a lady and listening to this, don't be like, "Well, we do it too." That's cool. I'm speaking on men stuff. Your beef is your beef. That beef has nothing to do. I mean, go back to even 90s hip hop. Tupac and Big had a problem, but Red and Method Man still went and did a song with Pac.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Big had an issue with the West Coast, but Too Short still did a song with Big.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yo, your beef should be your beef. I should not like somebody because you don't like somebody, and we friends. That ain't my problem.
And I will agree with that 99% of the time, unless you did something that caused harm to someone's family.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when I'm like, hey,
like if somebody came up and hit James' wife, I'm like, I can't mess with you no more, dog. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you attack that man's lady, like nah. Then something like that. But if you had words with somebody and y'all just had words, that's y'all beef. That's y'all beef, man.
And if I don't like a booker and I'm rolling with some dudes, like you said, and they want to work for him, hey man, go get your money.
Go get your money. I'm never gonna be like, you can't work for that dude, bro. What's your problem? Nah, crazy, man, you my friend.
Blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
By myself.
Yo,
hit my crew.
I took all the time to sex you in, and now you wanna
Kid, let me ask you this.
You want to betray me, cuz?
Yeah. Me? Pop. I gotta shoot everybody.
Kid, let me ask you this. You're a very observational person. You make a lot of references to support your statements. Do you feel that this generation is even pettier than the previous one in regard to like the actions they take?
Bro, let me tell you something, especially with social media.
Talk about it.
Bro, I saw a petty how much time we got? I make it quick.
Like 2 minutes.
I saw this video on TikTok where this guy went up to this lady at a bar and was trying to get her number and take her home, and he was married. That lady recorded this dude, went on her TikTok, like, whoever married to Steven, your husband was in Nashville trying to take me home. And if this the guy you married to, TikTok, bro, that's petty of the pettiest. You know what I mean?
That is petty.
She took a video of this dude who tried to hit on her who was married and put that joint on TikTok. It was like, if this your husband.
Bro, you know what's funny about that? Because you work in law, Patricio, that video is going to come up in court. Call your first witness. I like to call TikTok to the stand.
Florida is a no-fault divorce state, so that would not be entered.
Okay, gotcha. and what are the charges against him? Trifling.
Wait. Florida's a no-fault divorce state?
Yes.
Oh, we got to talk about that next segment. I didn't
know that. I didn't
know that either.
I didn't know that either. we both
I didn't know that either. Yo.
What's that mean, dog? What you mean? Like,
I'll explain. Don't worry.
Hey, Your Honor, it's a no-fault state. It ain't my fault. All right, guys.
Did I do that?
Don't go anywhere when we get back. Patricio is going to be explaining how Florida is a no-fault divorce state. Y'all don't go anywhere. Right here, Real Radio, Real Laughs. You're still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. Want to remind everybody, if you want to listen to our past episodes, just download the iHeart app. Listen to us. We have 5 years. I can't believe it. 5 years of actual shows you guys can look up. We're also on Spotify and iTunes. And now, thanks to Mr. Ken Miller, you can go to YouTube, look us up, Real Laughs, and you'll see these beautiful faces to go with these smooth, velvety voices. That's right. Now I'm joined in studio today with Mr. Ken Miller and Patricio. Now we just learned something. We were joking about divorce and we were joking about how petty people can be. And there's a lady who did a TikTok video of a married man trying to hit on her, and then she put it on TikTok. And I was saying that it'd be funny in a court case, a divorce hearing, that they call their first witness and they say, I like to call TikTok to the stand. And then Patricio just told me and Ken something that we didn't know. He said that in Florida, it's a no-fault state. So I want to understand exactly what does that mean, Patricio?
So here at the Law Office of Aaron Morris, 407-900-7451, where we practice nothing but family law, whether it's divorce, modification, child support, alimony, we got you. Give us a call. But here's the thing. I deal with a lot of consultations throughout the day. and people calling in. They're like, listen, I need to get a divorce ASAP. I just found out that he's been sleeping with his secretary, and I got it on video, and I got the text messages, I got the email, and I got the receipt from the hotel. I got this, and like they got all this stuff.
Yeah.
And this is what it means, where Florida is a no-fault divorce state, which means that if a couple no longer gets along, they can file divorce. They can file a dissolution of marriage. A spouse may file for a divorce without his or her spouse having committed any fault. In Florida, you must only prove that the marriage is irrevocably broken for the petition. So basically, you could be like, I just don't want to be with her no more.
I don't want to do it.
Good enough.
I don't want to do it.
And there have been so many times where we have the respondent served with the petition, and then they're calling like, "What? She wants a divorce. I'm not going to sign. I'm not going to sign." Well, I'm sorry.
You mean people come into your office as clients and they serve up sneak divorces, meaning the other party doesn't even know it's coming.
Yeah, it happens all the time, and not just on our parts, but like we'll have someone who just got served with divorce papers at their job, at their home, wherever, and they're like, I didn't even see this coming.
So I could be at work doing my job, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey man, James, this dude's looking for you," and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Your wife want a divorce?" Just in front of everybody?
Yeah. It happened on the state.
Wait, man.
I'm not trying to cause no drama, but it actually happened on this station a few years ago, where a host was served with divorce papers live on the air. Not saying the name. Everyone knows who it is. We're just leaving it at that. And yeah, that's how it is. A process server has the right to come in wherever this person is at if they have I don't want to say probable cause, but if they feel or know that the individual that they have to serve is there, they're like, "Hey, I'm a process server. I got a guy. I'm looking for so-and-so. Oh, are you so-and-so? Well, here you go."
Well, wait, first of all, how you know somebody don't want to divorce you? Like, came home all their clothes gone. I'm so surprised. None of your credit cards are working no more.
Hey, honey, my key doesn't seem to be working in the front door.
Yo, hey, came home, they done moved the whole house.
Not even the house is there. The house is gone.
The house is gone, James. How do you not know?
What? I didn't see this coming.
That Facebook page ain't linked together no more. How do you not know that somebody just want a divorce for you?
She made a TikTok video. I am not married.
Yeah.
And those happen. Like there are TikToks out there of people recording their significant other getting served with the divorce papers. Because whether it's maybe they found out that they were cheating or what have you. I mean, yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Because of social media itself, the level of pettiness is at a completely new level.
Where because everybody feels that everything needs to be shared. Yes. Everybody feels that if we're getting a divorce and you want to serve me, just serve me the papers. Yeah, don't really. You need 500 views because that's all you're gonna get unless it's a real good juicy one. This is a good juicy divorce, But that's you telling me you gonna put me out there like this for 500 views,
bro? That's bro.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, and the stories that I hear from clients and pro se litigants, like, it's so. Hey, if the love isn't there no more, you may think that you're giving it all, but it's a two-way street. You got to make sure you're feeling the love too,
bro. That's some cold stuff.
It's right there, cold-blooded, bro.
You just having a great day. You think everything's going good. You tell your wife before you leave, "I love you."
And hey, James, they just like.
They don't give you a kiss in the morning. They give you a pound. What's up, man? Hey, man.
No, I'll give you some dirt. I'll give you some dirt. And this happens a lot. And this is insane when it comes to filing the petition and serving the respondent. Sometimes they're still living together. And they get served in their own home.
You know how awkward dinner is going to be that night? Hey, honey, what's new?
Hey, let me tell you something, man.
This goddamn divorce papers.
How was your day? How was your day, Charlotte? Don't even.
Yeah. Hey, has that cut the food?
How's your
great. Steak? Hey, James, taking the envelope.
What are we having for dinner? She's like, beef.
Petition. We're having
I got beef.
Solution.
Beef, bro. Hey, man, let me tell you something. You ain't about to serve me in the house and we together. No, you ever see the TV show Fatal Vows? Yes. On ID? We about to be in something, yo. We about to be in a French duel.
That is hilarious. You just gonna serve me in the same house? Like, how am I gonna come home normal,
bro? Man, come on. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
One of these days, I would love for you guys to talk to Erin and she tell you like how it really is. Like, give you like the cold, hard legal truth of the nasty side of divorce.
Bro, I pray to God, knock on wood, I never have to go through anything that has to do with a divorce, man. This is it for me. I ain't trying to get married. I ain't trying to remarry nobody.
Yeah, hey, man, I gotta say, dude, man, you know, my first one was very what's the word? Amicable. You know, I can't talk. Yeah, I got you know, country.
There you go. You killed that word, but you can't say Wu-Tang.
I can't say Wu-Tang. So when we went and got divorced, we did the paperwork ourselves. We did a paralegal. Mm-hmm. We didn't have lawyers. We did all the paperwork ourselves with a paralegal. And when we went to court, we were standing right next to each other. And the judge was like, "Do I need a bailiff?" And we were like, "No,
And that's what I don't want to plug, but here's what we do. There are times where two couples, hey, listen, like, we're done. Yeah, we're done. You want to get divorced? Cool. Let's sign. Everyone is on the same page. That's what's called an uncontested divorce. But here's the thing. Sometimes you have children. Sometimes you have property. Sometimes you have debt that you have to, divide and all that stuff. If you guys are able to get everything, you know what, I'm going to take this, you take that, we'll have Johnny 353, whatever. We offer a 1-day divorce here.
1 day.
Yeah.
Really?
And is that with Aaron? Because like I said, we used a paralegal and it was $600.
Yeah. So no, that's directly with Aaron, because here's the thing. Like, we will send you all the forms that you need to fill out. You're in constant contact with our paralegal and our office. We're helping you the entire process. And then we have a day where both parties, both wife and husband, come into the office to sign everything, meaning the petition, the final judgment, the marital settlement agreement. And then we get in contact with the court. And sometimes the turnaround has been amazing these last few weeks, because elections are finally over here throughout the state of Florida for judges. And we got a couple divorced within 2 weeks after the signing of all the paperwork.
Damn. So it does exist that there's a divorce.
Oh yeah, there's a thing as a divorce.
And no one's screaming, no one's yelling. They're just like, hey man, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, which at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, okay, I'm the husband, the wife, and then I got my wife. And if she doesn't want to be married, what good am I in the courtroom? Everybody here, man. Like she gonna be like, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. My bad. I did. I
forgot.
Soon as he went crazy, I realized, that's
how
why
passionate
I'm leaving him, because of that. But I want to keep that in my life. I'm over here sounding like Taz. Yo, like, but when me and my ex-wife, bro, it was super easy. We did the paperwork and went to lunch after.
Okay. That's great to hear. That really is.
Because it was over. What you want to do?
I will say, Ken, and the way you guys handled it even after with the kids, you guys did it right. Like, you guys just raised the kids together.
I got joint custody of my kids. I got joint custody of the kid that ain't mine.
That's so funny that you have.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it should be. If it's not gonna work, and I'm speaking. I always say this as a man. Man, if it ain't gonna work, bro, cut your losses. Hey, go on and split. You can make that money back. If you got to give your half, guess what, bro? You made that money. Guess what? You can make that money again.
Amen.
You can make that money again.
You need to take care of your damn kids. Okay, so
and then let's flip it though. Women, don't be petty and don't let that dude see his kids, because he done moved on. Let's be amicable. And
hey, let's be Amtrak. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Miller, you're being very Scott about this procedure.
Just be really
Scott.
Hey, y'all need y'all to be real Amber Heard about this.
Oh wow!
Oh
wow! Wow.
Yo.
But no, it's crazy because like the pettiness that's out there in regards to divorce, like I said earlier, it's wild. But there's this one dude on TikTok who he's not a father, all right, but he advocates for women's rights all the time. But he's always giving like this hard core truth in regards to like the deadbeat dads, the baby dads who are not there, and the ones who like are, they're taking care of someone else's kids because his girlfriend has 2 kids, so now he's glorifying them and then forgets about his own kids. I'm like, bro, if you were man enough to stick it in, you're supposed to be man enough to dish it out. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Take care of them
man
kids,
enough to stick it in. You got to be man enough to stick it out. There you go. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna put that in my Bible verse next week. Oh man, we got about 1 minute and 30 left, guys. It's always great show. Love hanging out with you two gentlemen. Patricio, remind everybody where they can listen to both your podcasts.
So go to withasideofchaos.com to check out all the crazy chaos that me, Salty Aaron, and Alex do on a weekly basis. Also, check me out, more-firm.com/podcast to listen to legal Morse of action. Also, if you want to set up a conversation with Aaron, if you have a divorce. And I got a cool new project coming up that I'll be able to talk to you guys about on the next episode.
Okay, nice. I like that, man. And I know it's going to be pretty cool with you, man, because you don't do anything boring. Of course, Mr. Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando Comedy, man. Are you performing this weekend? People can come check you out.
Right now I have nothing. Hopefully it pops up. But tomorrow night, Tuesday, I will be hosting for our guy, Devin Sebo, and he tapes his comedy special. So it is sold out. It's sold out, but I'm excited, man.
Tell him where it's at, sir.
I have not a clue.
You are so funny. You are so funny.
Winter, spring. It's one of the cities that got winter, and it's in Winter Soldier.
I think Winter Soldier. I think it's in Winter Fresh Wrigley's.
Hey, it's Winter Solstice. It's at the Winter Solstice, bro.
James, can I have 12 seconds?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. It's yours.
Yeah. If you want to meet me in person, come on out to Graffiti Junction College Park every Thursday, beginning at 9:00 for adult bingo, 18 and up to participate.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. On behalf of myself, James John, Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, and Ken Miller, thank y'all for listening in. We will see you tomorrow.